Hello, wonderful friends. Have you ever truly considered if that healthy bowl of oatmeal, a trusted friend for decades, might actually be silently working against your heart, energy, or long-term wellness? For many of us over 60, we rely on oatmeal, but there's a surprising truth. The wrong toppings can transform the staple into a hidden health risk. From sneaky sugar spikes to silent liver strain, what you mix in matters more than you might imagine. Today, as your guide through these golden years, I'll reveal the 7 surprising foods you should never add to your oatmeal. Stick with me until the very end, and I'll share simple swaps to keep your breakfast truly nourishing, energizing, and genuinely good for your amazing body. Don't miss it. The last one is a secret almost everyone overlooks. Number 1. Brown sugar stresses your insulin response. Now, let's talk about something many of us cherish in our morning routine: a warm, comforting bowl of oatmeal. And for countless folks, especially as we get a little older, that bowl just isn't complete without a sprinkle, or perhaps even a generous spoonful, of brown sugar. It feels wholesome, doesn't it? Like the rustic, natural cousin of white sugar, with its warm golden hue and a hint of a deeper, more comforting flavor. Many of us add it, genuinely believing we're making a healthier, more natural choice compared to that highly refined white sugar. We've been told for years that brown sugar is somehow better, maybe because it looks less processed. But here's a hard truth your amazing body really needs you to know, something I've seen play out in my practice time and again. Your system doesn't really care about the color or the clever marketing. Brown sugar, whether it's light, dark, or proudly labeled organic, and sitting on a fancy health food store shelf, is processed by your body in much the same fundamental way as white sugar. That innocent scoop you add to your breakfast, the one you think is just a small treat, can actually set off a cascading chain of metabolic effects. And these effects, my friends, can leave you feeling drained, foggy, and even hungrier than you were before, all while quietly, subtly, increasing your risk of some serious health issues over time. When you stir brown sugar into your oatmeal, you're not just adding a touch of sweetness for your taste buds. What you're actually doing, from your body's perspective, is delivering a concentrated dose of simple carbohydrates. Your system, being incredibly efficient, rapidly converts these into glucose, that's blood sugar. This causes a sharp, often dramatic, spike in your blood sugar levels. And what happens next? Your pancreas, bless its heart, gets the urgent message and springs into action, releasing insulin to shuttle all that glucose into your cells for energy. Now, for younger folks, whose bodies are still running like brand new engines, this process might be fairly manageable. Their pancreas is usually robust, and their cells are responsive. But as we gracefully age, things start to shift a bit. Our pancreas often becomes a little less efficient, producing less insulin than it used to. And here's another key piece. Our cells, over the years, can also become less responsive to that insulin, a condition we doctors call insulin resistance. For someone in their 60s, 70s, or beyond, this means that even a seemingly small amount of brown sugar can push your system into overdrive. It sets you up for what I often call a blood sugar roller coaster. You get that initial surge, that fleeting burst of energy, which feels good for a moment, right? But then comes the subsequent crash. Oh, that crash. It can make you feel utterly lethargic, surprisingly irritable, and suddenly craving more food, often within just an hour or two. It's a frustrating cycle that many of my patients describe feeling trapped in. Over time, these repeated blood sugar spikes and crashes do far more than just sap your daily energy. They contribute significantly to chronic inflammation throughout your body. And we know chronic inflammation is a key driver of so many age-related ailments, from stiff joints to that general feeling of being worn down. These spikes also promote the accumulation of visceral fat, that dangerous kind that wraps itself around your vital organs, silently increasing your risk of heart disease. They strain your delicate blood vessels, raising the likelihood of high blood pressure and other cardiovascular issues. Most alarmingly, this pattern of constant insulin stress dramatically increases your risk of developing type 2 diabetes, even if you've always believed you were eating a perfectly balanced diet. Studies have consistently suggested that older adults are particularly vulnerable to these effects because our bodies simply aren't as equipped to handle rapid glucose fluctuations as they once were, making every sugary addition a potential long-term liability. It's a quiet, cumulative effect, but it truly adds up. I remember Mary, a lovely 67-year-old retiree who absolutely prided herself on her healthy breakfast. Every morning, without fail, it was a bowl of oatmeal, topped with a generous spoonful of brown sugar and a splash of skim milk. She just couldn't understand why, despite her active lifestyle, she walked every day and enjoyed gardening. She was constantly battling this baffling mid-morning fatigue and that pesky brain fog. By 10:30 a.m., she told me she felt ready for a nap, and her hunger would return with a vengeance by noon, making her feel almost frantic for a snack. After we talked and I looked closely at her diet, we realized the brown sugar was the likely culprit. It was one of those aha moments. We made a simple swap. She traded the brown sugar for a light sprinkle of cinnamon and a few slices of fresh apple. And you know what? Within just a week, her energy levels stabilized. The brain fog started to lift. She no longer felt like she was dragging through her mornings. I couldn't believe it was just that one little spoonful, she told me with a mix of surprise and relief. It seemed so harmless, so natural, but it was throwing everything off, and I had no idea. Beyond the immediate physical effects, brown sugar has a sneaky way of setting you up for more cravings throughout the entire day. When you consume sugar, it triggers the release of dopamine in your brain, that wonderful, feel-good neurotransmitter, creating a fleeting sense of pleasure. As that dopamine high fades, your brain, being clever but sometimes mischievous, craves another hit, nudging you toward more sweet snacks or sugary drinks later in the day. This isn't a matter of weak willpower, dear friends. It's basic neurochemistry. For older adults, who may already be dealing with natural, age-related changes in brain function, this cycle can be particularly hard to break, leading to a pattern of overeating and unwanted weight gain. So, if you truly love a touch of sweetness in your oatmeal, and who doesn't? There are smarter, body-friendly alternatives that won't send your blood sugar into that dizzying tailspin. Instead of brown sugar, try adding a few thin slices of banana, which provides natural sweetness along with potassium and beneficial fiber to gently slow sugar absorption. A dash of cinnamon or a drop of pure vanilla extract can also magically elevate the flavor without any glycemic impact whatsoever. If you're feeling a bit adventurous, a sprinkle of crushed walnuts or a teaspoon of chia seeds can add a wonderful crunch and healthy fats that help keep you feeling satisfied much longer. The goal isn't to eliminate sweetness entirely. It's to choose sources that work in harmony with your amazing, aging body. By starting your day with stable blood sugar, you're setting the stage for a better mood, sharper memory, and a more efficient metabolism throughout your entire day. That single decision, just one little swap like skipping the brown sugar, can ripple through your entire day, giving your body the chance to perform at its very best, keeping you feeling vibrant and clear-headed. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. It truly helps me see who's benefiting from this information. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend you do, and turn on that little bell notification so you don't miss any videos. Your support truly helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 2. Artificial sweeteners can quietly disrupt your metabolism. Artificial sweeteners, often marketed as a guilt-free way to enjoy sweetness, seem ideal for managing blood sugar. But the reality is far more complex, especially for older adults. When you taste sweetness without the expected calories, your body gets confused, disrupting insulin response and leading to increased hunger and cravings. Research even suggests they can contribute to insulin resistance. For seniors, whose hormonal balance is already shifting, this makes stable blood sugar incredibly difficult. Furthermore, many artificial sweeteners are processed by the liver, adding a burden to an aging organ already working hard to manage medications or age-related inefficiencies. This liver overload can manifest as fatigue, poor digestion, or even early signs of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Artificial sweeteners also disrupt your gut microbiome, potentially causing bloating or inflammation. Robert, a 74-year-old, used sugar-free sweeteners for years until elevated liver enzymes prompted a change. Switching to plain oats with nutmeg and berries improved his digestion and liver markers. Instead of those colorful packets, reach for natural flavor boosters like cinnamon, nutmeg, almond extract, or crushed raspberries. Choose real, whole ingredients that truly nourish your body. If you're still with me, please comment number 2. Number 3. Dried fruits, a surprising sugar punch. Dried fruits often seem like a wholesome addition, nature's candy, sprinkled over oatmeal. But for older adults, these tiny morsels pack a surprisingly harmful sugar punch. When fruit is dried, its water is removed, leaving a highly concentrated source of fructose. A small handful can contain as much sugar as a candy bar, 20 to 30 grams in just a quarter cup. Unlike fresh fruit with its water and fiber, dried fruit delivers a rapid hit of fructose that your liver must process almost exclusively. For an aging liver, this fructose overload can contribute to fatty liver disease and increase triglycerides, raising your risk of heart disease and diabetes. Many dried fruits are also coated in added sugars, intensifying the problem. David, a 69-year-old, added generous dried apricots to his oatmeal, believing he was boosting fiber. Yet, he suffered bloating and creeping high blood pressure. Switching to fresh blueberries and chia seeds resolved his issues. If you crave fruit, fresh is always best. Apples, berries, or bananas offer natural sweetness with vital nutrients, slowing sugar absorption. If you absolutely must use dried fruit, choose unsweetened varieties and limit yourself to a tiny garnish. Your hard-working liver deserves that break. If you're finding these insights valuable, please comment number 3. Number 4. Flavored oat packets, a hidden sodium and chemical trap. For many seniors, flavored oatmeal packets are a convenient, no-fuss breakfast. They often boast whole grain or heart-healthy claims, making them seem like a smart choice. However, these packets are a sneaky mix of excessive sodium, artificial flavorings, and chemical additives. A single packet can contain 200 to 300 milligrams of sodium, a concern for anyone managing blood pressure, heart, or kidney issues. High sodium leads to fluid retention and added strain on already less efficient kidneys. The cozy flavors come from synthetic flavorings, artificial sweeteners, and colorants, offering no nutritional value. Instead, they force your liver and kidneys to work harder to filter them out, contributing to digestive discomfort, fatigue, and elevated liver enzymes. Susan, a 73-year-old, relied on 2 packets daily and experienced persistent bloating and high blood pressure. When she switched to plain rolled oats with cinnamon and fresh apples, her symptoms eased. To truly benefit from oatmeal, choose plain rolled or steel-cut oats, and add your own toppings like fresh fruit, a touch of honey, or warming spices. Your heart, kidneys, and liver will truly thank you for this simple, mindful swap. If you're finding this information eye-opening, please leave a comment below with the number 4. Number 5. Non-dairy creamers, a silent threat to your heart and liver. Non-dairy creamers are often marketed as a convenient, lactose-free way to achieve a creamy texture in your oatmeal. They appear harmless, but many are packed with synthetic ingredients that can silently undermine your heart health, liver function, and metabolic balance, especially for older adults. The main culprit is often hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils, which are sources of trans fats. These fats drastically increase bad LDL cholesterol while reducing good HDL cholesterol, significantly elevating the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Even trans fat-free labels can be misleading, as small amounts can accumulate with daily use. Beyond trans fats, these creamers contain thickeners, emulsifiers, and artificial flavors that provide no nutritional value. They burden your liver and kidneys, contributing to chronic inflammation, a key driver of many age-related health issues. Arthur, a 75-year-old, used powdered creamer in his oatmeal and coffee daily, developing digestive discomfort and high cholesterol. Replacing it with unsweetened almond milk or plain yogurt dramatically improved his health. For that creamy texture, opt for unsweetened almond milk, oat milk, coconut milk, or a dollop of plain Greek yogurt. These whole food options nourish your body without the synthetic additives. If you're finding this valuable, please comment number 5. Number 6. Store-bought granola, a sugar and unhealthy fat bomb. Granola is often celebrated as a healthy topping, evoking images of rustic, wholesome eating. However, most store-bought granolas are far from healthy. They're loaded with added sugars like corn syrup or cane sugar, and baked in refined oils such as canola or soybean, which contribute to chronic inflammation. Even natural granolas with honey or brown rice syrup cause rapid blood sugar spikes and insulin surges, exacerbating metabolic imbalances for seniors. A small serving size on the label often hides the fact that a typical pour can easily add hundreds of extra calories, carbs, and unhealthy fats, turning a healthy breakfast into a dessert. Patricia, 71, regularly added granola to her oatmeal, only to discover it contained more sugar and fat than a chocolate chip cookie. Switching to chopped walnuts stabilized her blood sugar and boosted her afternoon energy. If you crave crunch, choose plain toasted seeds like pumpkin or sunflower, unsweetened coconut flakes, or raw nuts like almonds or pecans. These provide real nutrients and healthy fats without hidden sugars and oils, allowing your oatmeal to truly nourish your body. If you're still watching, please comment number 6. Number 7. Protein powders, a risky addition to your oatmeal. Protein powders have become popular for boosting protein intake, especially for older adults looking to maintain muscle. While protein is vital, many commercial powders come with hidden costs, synthetic additives, and excessive processing. Most contain artificial sweeteners, thickeners, preservatives, and synthetic flavorings that offer no nutritional benefit. These additives force your liver and kidneys to work harder to process and eliminate them. For those over 60, whose organ function may naturally decline, this added strain can lead to reduced kidney efficiency and systemic inflammation. Furthermore, the sheer quantity of protein in powders can overwhelm an aging body. Any excess protein not used for muscle repair must be filtered by the kidneys, which can be taxing. Richard, 78, added protein powder daily, unaware it contributed to creeping kidney abnormalities. His doctor linked it to the artificial additives and excess protein. Switching to whole foods like eggs or nuts stabilized his kidney markers. To boost protein, choose whole foods, a spoonful of plain Greek yogurt, a side of scrambled eggs, or a sprinkle of chopped almonds. These options offer balanced nutrients without the synthetic baggage. If you're finding this valuable, please comment number 7. Thank you for joining me today on this journey to make your morning oatmeal truly work for your health. As we've seen through stories like Mary's, Robert's, and so many others I've had the privilege to guide, small, seemingly innocent choices can have a profound impact. But the good news is, just as easily, small smart choices can bring about incredible improvements. We've uncovered the 7 sneaky ingredients that could be turning your healthy breakfast into a hidden risk, especially as you age. Remember, the goal is simple. Nourish your amazing body with real, whole foods that support your vitality and independence for years to come. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that you're ready to put into practice? In the comments below, tell me the one small change you promised to make for yourself this week. Maybe it's swapping out brown sugar for fresh fruit, or finally ditching those flavored oat packets for plain rolled oats. Your commitment not only helps you but also inspires others in our wonderful community. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It truly helps. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on the bell. By doing so, you're not just subscribing. You're joining our growing family of friends who are committed to living healthier, wiser, and more fulfilling lives in our golden years. And if you know someone who could benefit from this message, please share it with them. Let's spread the wisdom together. Thank you for joining me today on this journey to make your morning oatmeal truly work for your health. As we've seen through stories like Mary's, who finally understood her morning fatigue, or Robert's, who gave his liver a much-needed break, and so many others I've had the privilege to guide, small, seemingly innocent choices in our daily meals can have a profound impact on our well-being. But the good news, and this is truly heartwarming, is that just as easily, small, smart choices can bring about incredible improvements, helping us feel better, think clearly, and live more vibrantly. We've uncovered the 7 sneaky ingredients that could be turning your healthy breakfast into a hidden risk, especially as we gracefully age. Remember, the goal isn't about deprivation or complexity. It's simple, my friends. Nourish your amazing body with real, whole foods that truly support your vitality and independence for years to come. Our bodies are incredible, resilient machines that deserve thoughtful care, especially now. As we wrap up, we've explored 7 critical foods that can truly impact our golden years. But knowledge is only powerful when we put it into action. So now, I have one important question for you. What is the one commitment you are making to yourself after watching this video? It could be as simple as, I will swap brown sugar for fruit, or I will check my granola label tomorrow, or even, I'll try plain oats with cinnamon. Please share your personal commitment in the comments below. Let's inspire each other to take that first step. Your journey matters, and hearing from you helps us all feel connected. And if you found real value and inspiration in our time together today, show your support by giving this video a like. It truly helps our message reach more wonderful people. To ensure you continue on this journey with us, and never miss another video full of life-changing wisdom, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. It's more than just subscribing. It's joining a community dedicated to living our best, healthiest, and happiest lives together. Finally, think of one person, a friend or a family member, who needs to hear this message today, and please share it with them. You might just change their life for the better. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy, stay wise, and I'll see you in the next video.